Good day, beautiful people. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. Today is May the Force be with you day, May 4th, 2024. I've been up kind of early. Been up for a while today. So the spread that I am doing for you is one that I created and is inspired by Chloe and Halle Bailey's song, Ungodly Hour. And basically, the spread is called When You Decide, and I will post a picture so you can see it, but it's to help people realize who they are and to align with their best self in order to get the romance that they want. So it's only 5 cards, and they are in the form of like stairs going up. So we start with the first card being about past trauma. Anything within that area that is still lingering, anything that you need to heal or to actually look at. I know oftentimes we grow up and things go past and we're just like, oh, well, I'm done with that. I done moved on. Not all the time. Sometimes it shows up in your life in various ways, and relationships, friendships, romantic or platonic relationships could show up in your work, could show up in your body with ailments and stress and pains and things like that. So the first card deals with past trauma. Second card will deal with your current environment. Is there anyone around you to help you, to support you? Or are there people or things in the environment that are contributing to some of your pain? The next card, third one, would be about what is your intuition telling you? What are you being inspired to do? The fourth one has to do with anything that can assist you. Are there any groups of people or any ways that you can get assistance to help yourself become the best version of yourself? And then your fifth card will be your outcome, which is titled Love Me. Because you can't ask for something if you're not willing to give it. You would rather be a full cup than to have someone pour from their cup into yours, because then that just makes them a little bit more empty. And it doesn't make the relationship balanced as well. So the last card is called Love Me. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Spirit, what is it that people, the collective, need to know about past trauma? Okay. Daddy issues came to mind with the King of Swords coming out. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but this is someone who is quite intelligent, maybe very educated, a lot of book smarts, not so much street smarts. Not saying that they only have book smarts, but this is someone who is knowledgeable about something in particular. And I feel like with this, that they believe their own understanding, their own experience is the truth and the only truth. Other people may have their truths, but it's like, this is what it is for me, and this is what it should be for you. This is someone who's possibly overpowering. Like I said, controlling. Manipulation is popping into my head. You might feel guilty when dealing with this person, or they may put guilt on you in some type of way. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be a masculine energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man or a male figure, but it's definitely giving a strong masculine energy to where you would want to submit to it or feel like you should submit to it because of what society has led us to believe about the masculine masculine energy, that they are the charge, they are the leaders, they are the gods in a sense. But whatever, that's not for this reading. So that's the energy here showing up in trauma. This may be someone that you want to confront, but a little fearful of confronting because you don't want to lose them. So it kind of gives off a little devil energy too, of feeling codependent, attached to them. I'm telling you, it's really giving dad energy, father energy, where I need them in order to advance. What do I do if I speak up and tell my dad how I really feel? Like, how am I going to have this done? How am I going to have that done? How am I going to live my life without my dad? And I guess a lot of that would be a part of growing up and being an adult and living on your own. Because whether they're here in the physical or they transition, eventually in your life, you're going to have to live without this parent. So there are some things that I feel like Spirit is asking you to look at now and to examine or re-examine within yourself and to heal those parts of yourself in order for you to advance, become the best version of yourself. Plus, since this reading, like I said, the spread is based off of Ungodly Hour by Chloe and Bailey's, my bad, Chloe and Halle Bailey's song, Ungodly Hour. It talks about when you decide to love yourself, call upon me. So with that, this has to do with you wanting a romantic relationship or healthy relationship. So if this is showing up in the past area, the first card of your life, if you already have daddy issues, and of course I'm talking to most of the ladies here, but this could be for the men too. But if you already have issues with your father, how are you going to be able to accept a man? If there's things that you don't understand about masculine energy, there are things you probably need to look at and learn. Some beliefs you probably have to dismantle around what men are supposed to do, or even looking at the masculine side of yourself, okay? Strengthening that part of yourself and bringing it into balance with the feminine. Feminine energy is strong too, it's just strong in a different way. So it seems like there's some things you need to look at around this, okay? Next out, we'll talk about the current environment. We have the Eight of Spears here, Eight of Wands. So this seems very much things coming back to bite you in your butt. Things coming back to haunt you, possibly. Past conversations. Definitely is some fast moving energy here with this Eight of Wands. So if there were promises that you made, this may be the time that you have to look at yourself and see, did I make those promises when I was in an unhealthy place? Did I say some things in anger and now it's being brought back in my face and I'm feeling a lot of regret? Current environment, this doesn't seem, it seems like a repeat, honestly. It seems like a repetitive cycle. I wonder, so I'm getting the feeling of a couple living together in an apartment, and there's unhappiness. Like the conversation isn't good. You're not hearing me, you're not receiving what it is that I say to you. We keep going through this. There's a lot of sadness. I'm telling you, this has a very strong feminine energy where the female is unhappy in this relationship because she feels controlled and overpowered by the man, or that she needs the man. I can't control the outside, y'all, so there you go. But even with that, I was trying to talk and that loud vehicle came through. Like, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. What? So even with that, you could not really hear me and receive what I was saying. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting with this, where this could be narcissism, maybe not, but it definitely feels like there's some people here that are repeating cycles, but repeating what they've seen possibly in their parents. So if the father was someone who was controlling and mom just submitted, she just took care of the house, she just cooked, she took care of the kids or whatever. She probably didn't work, probably was a stay-at-home or a housemaker, stay-at-home parent, but she didn't feel like she could fly. She didn't feel like she could do anything because she didn't have the money. Maybe she wasn't, like the father wasn't the type to really shower her with gifts or make her feel valued or like she was an individual. So with this energy that's popping up with these two cards, it feels like the feminine in this relationship doesn't feel like an individual. You may need to find your identity. You may need to find out who you are. If you have been sheltered growing up always doing what someone else wanted you to do, what your parents said to do, making other people happy in some type of way. I feel like this energy here is saying this, you're going to be in a repetitive cycle if you do not stop. This is the time that you need to speak up, speak your truth, be honest, and it may hurt, but you need to actually do that. So your current environment does seem very chaotic, disruptive, argumentative as well. Let's look at the third section, talking about what is spirit telling you? What is your intuition telling you? What are you being inspired to do? Okay. Five of Pentacles is coming out. There's a lot of dark cards here, a lot of dark energy. Wow. So inspiration, it looks like there's money issues, a sense of, well, like I said earlier with this card here, the King of Swords, I cannot make it on my own. I cannot do it. I feel very lack. I feel very alone. Poverty is coming to mind, of course. So again, that whole feeling I was getting about the mom or that woman who is just the homemaker, but the dad does all the working and she's not really able to go out. So she probably doesn't mingle with friends because where's she gonna get the money from? The father is probably the type that goes hang out and does whatever he wants, but he doesn't give the mother or the his wife or his partner any type of funds so that she can feel pretty, get her hair done, get her nails done, go mix and mingle with other people, get art supplies if that's what she wants to do. But she's also not allowed to go out and get her own job. So that seems to be the energy here for a lack of inspiration, actually. So if your intuition is, oh, this is so sad. For this to be showing up for the area of inspiration and intuition, with this showing up in the area of inspiration, it actually makes me think of the root chakra and affirmations, as well as meditation, but definitely root chakra. There is definitely a lack of feeling secure within the environment you're currently in. Affirmations don't work for everyone, and I think it's because people go about them the wrong way. It is what it is. But I would definitely recommend at least listening to root chakra music and frequencies, singing bowls and things of that nature. I currently have Chakra Vibrations, which is on YouTube, playing in the background, and I believe he has a root chakra bowl that he's currently playing. So even that type of frequency can get into you and help you, help inspire you, help give you ideas, help you feel a little bit more security, help you in your day-to-day align with things. It could show up on your phone, it could show up on the internet, and it could be another way out, another way to help you. You never know. So you have to be open to it and not feel so sad and depressed just because of what your environment is currently showing you. It also feels like this place that you're currently in is not going to improve. It's not going to change. So if you're holding out, talking about, oh, he'll change, you know, once the kids get older, you know, it'll be different, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. Based on what's showing up here, it's not going to change. So definitely find ways that you can feel more stable and secure. And I do feel like I'm going to end up getting more cards to go with these to help tell more of this story, okay? So let's move on and see what the assistance is for you. Okay, something fell. Okay, I feel like this is just confirming what I was saying. So this is Seven of Pentacles. Again, we have that earth energy with Pentacles showing up. You have to decide. Wow, that's interesting. So I ended up doing this spread this morning because in meditation it came to me. With today being May 4th and the whole thing about may the force be with you, you have the power. You have to take the control in your own hands. Seven of Pentacles, as you can see in the visual here, the man is sitting here contemplating, should I dig this up? I don't really know. I mean, it's a little bit on it. A little bit of fruits and vegetables, you know, I can do a little something. Vegetables don't grow on trees, do they? I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, they're looking at this and contemplating if this is something that they should remove, unearth. But if you look at the environment around it, the environment isn't supporting any type of growth. The ground's not even supporting grass growing. There's no sunlight, it's quite cloudy. This is not an environment where you can flourish. So again, with the assistance, I don't even feel like you have friends. You don't have family you can talk to. You truly are alone. So if you are alone, then you are your only cheerleader, as well as me. You can always reach out to me for a reading. But you are your only cheerleader, which means you have to decide to move. About a month ago, I was coming across stories of women who, while their spouse was at work, because they were unhappy, they were making moves. This one woman, her daughter is quite well known now. I can't remember her name, but anyway, you do a search, you can find these stories. Her mom, while the father was at work, she learned how to drive. She ended up working. She was doing little things on the side. I don't know if she was making dinners or cakes or whatever and selling them out the house, but whatever she was doing, she ended up making money. She ended up learning how to drive. She got a vehicle. She even got a house. And he went to work one day. She packed up everybody and moved into the house. Left him just like that. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but what I am saying is you are not the only person that has gone through this type of situation. Excuse me. So even with that, me having a cough there, exercise your throat chakra. Learn to speak up and fight for yourself, because somewhere in the past, we could already see someone had taken your voice. Someone would do all the speaking for you. And look at that long sword. So your swords talk about air energy, which has to do with communication. That's Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra energy as well. Not saying that's who this has to be, but as far as the tarot and zodiacs go, that's what that is. So in the past energy, someone always spoke up for you. Someone always let their voice overpower yours. And now you're in this situation where you're repeating cycles and you're not feeling secure because you're not living in your truth. It's about time that you make a decision. What is it that you want to do? And let's look at your outcome. Oh, but real quick, as I go to pick up the deck, we have the Queen of Swords here. And that's exactly what I was just telling you. This is the time for you to find power, to find your voice, to speak up. There's nobody around you that's going to encourage this. You may have to move in darkness. Keep this to yourself with all of this dark energy here. Also, purple talks about intuition. As you can see, all this has to do with purple in your crown chakra. So, intuition, fall in alignment with spirit. If you are unhappy, that means the God within you is unhappy and feeling stifled and can't grow. It's time to make some moves. Let's look at your outcome. Come on, honey, let's talk about it. 2 cards fell for you. This one has to do with victory and celebration. But on this side, we're still in some darkness, but it looks like there was a battle. There was a war. There was some type of whatever, chaos that happened. And we can see all over the table, there's nothing but chaos. But look at you, victorious. And look at that red. Because remember, I was talking about the root chakra, which has to do with the color red. And all of this has to do with earth energy. Again, your anchoring, your support, your security. It seems like you do have support. You may not have found them yet. You may not have aligned with those that can support you. Another reason why it is good to meditate and listen to this type of music to help you with your chakras, aligning them, getting those energy portals and energy, what am I trying to say? Anyway, get all that energy in alignment within your body. That kind of stuff is real. You're probably someone that doesn't really believe in that, kind of believes in it, not really sure what I believe because I grew up a certain way, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you, energy is everywhere. and energy is absolutely real. Okay? Especially if this reading is resonating with you, boo-boo. It's for you. This is you praying to God for something, and this is the answer, or at least some breadcrumbs to lead you to an answer, okay? So that's what this is. On this side of the card, it says, yeah, you're going to be victorious, but don't forget to thank those that helped you. Don't forget to thank the people, the soldiers that fought for you, okay? It's not all about you. So with this, if there's a history of females or feminine energy within your family who have been sad, not seen, pressed down, and if you're seeing that within your children, within your daughters, within your sons, then this is your ancestors, in a sense, telling you to go forward, and we got you. All you have to do is decide. That's all you have to do is decide. Now, even here with the Knight of Pentacles, I love this big, beautiful pentacle here, because we had all of these, and we're feeling sad, we're feeling depressed, we're feeling alone and everything. And now I'm leaving this energy and going forward. I'm taking with me the little bit that I have, and I'm moving, whether it be in the still of night, whatever it may be. It may be a slow journey, a slow process, but I'm doing it. I'm taking those baby steps to get to my victory. I have the support of all the beautiful women that have lived before me. I have the support of all the beautiful people that have lived and died and fought before me. And I am in alignment with them. I feel encouraged, okay? So that's what this energy, and this is in the Love Me section of the spread. And I really do like and appreciate this for you. But the other thing that got me here, on the other half, we have Judgment. And it looks like the sun has come out. It looks like there's victory. It looks like the angels are speaking to you and saying, yeah, it's time to elevate. It's time to forgive yourself. It's time to forgive whatever this past energy was. And it's time to move forward. All of this forward movement. We were stagnant at first. Nobody moved. Nobody moved. Everything was in one place. And Spirit is saying the time is now. Even on this side, we have the Page of Swords. And on this side of the card, this is someone who's looking for help. Someone who is afraid to ask for help, but they want to go out there and do something anyway. And even with this being the Page of Swords, again, this could be family energy. Because this was feeling like a father, so this would be a young child. Or someone who's much younger than the other energy. So, or someone who's just young-spirited, has more vibrance in them, more excitement, more life to live. They're not set in their ways, and they want to go out there and do things and explore. So, that's what's coming up here for you. And I did say I was going to get another deck, so let me get another deck and see if anything else comes with this. And I'm going to add some tea leaves before I let you go. Alright, so I'm going to use the Bitty Tarot deck because they're smaller and it's purple. And you need some purple in your life. Alright, Spirit, can I get one for each section, please? Past energy. Thank you. Past, we have Temperance coming out. We're showing up for the current environment. So for the current environment, you got a bunch coming out. I'm going to take this top one. You have the Page of Cups. You have the High Priestess that flipped with it, as well as the Hermit and the Lovers. Wow. Maybe I should keep them all. There's a story being told. Okay, let's look at your intuition and inspiration. Five of Pentacles, Spirit. Okay, we got 2 for that. 8 of Swords, yeah. And the 6 of Cups for this 5 of Pentacles here. 7 of Pentacles. Assistance. Two of Cups. So again, at the beginning of this, I got that feeling of daddy issues, but there was this apartment with the young lady and the man being in there, and she's kind of repeating cycles, or she's not speaking her truth because of what she was raised to believe and think and feel with the masculine energy. That to me just confirms what's happening here. There's a lot of lovers like energy that keeps showing up. We have the lovers, we have the Six of Cups, and we have this Two of Cups. It's starting to feel like soulmate, I guess, soulmate, twin flame-ish. But even with soulmates, that doesn't mean that this is supposed to be someone that you're with forever and ever and ever. This is someone that's supposed to help you graduate to your next level, help you advance to the next level. So it may help you to start looking at your life from a more spiritual aspect instead of just living mundanely. Living it the way the society says you need to. Oh, you need a man. Oh, you need a job. Oh, you need this. Oh, you need that. If you start really operating in your life from a spiritual standpoint and knowing who you are, we already saw here that there needs to be some root chakra energy. So you have to get more into your I am. Who are you? Know who you are, feel who you are, and trust that process. And in that, you end up getting more connected with Source. You are going to need some time alone to do some learning, to do some shadow work, dismantling of old beliefs, and getting more aligned with Spirit and trusting your intuition. Even with how the cards fell out here, I really do feel like I'm talking to more females than I am men. But even with the angel being here and the lovers, this is also Gemini energy, Gemini and Virgo energy here. So there does seem like you need to be alone, spending time with yourself and knowing who you are. Self-love energy is also out here. Self-love, Temperance came out talking about balancing yourself. And this often talks about balancing your emotions with the logic. Like if you're someone that always does something because you're told to do something, maybe you need to start listening to how you feel. How does this make you feel? And following with that. Because remember, God is within you. So if you're ignoring God within you to please the God in somebody else, why? You may need to ask yourself those things and sit with yourself, love yourself, believe in yourself, and, stop looking for love in other people to give to you. Because it seems like because you've been manipulated or controlled in the past, every time that you get this type of energy, sorry about that, every time you get this type of energy coming towards you, it gets you in a bind. Well, they say that they love me, but is love supposed to be like this? Or maybe you're not speaking up. You can't really say how you really feel. But is this how a relationship's supposed to be? There is some work that needs to be done within you, okay? We all have to do some type of work. We all do. And let's look at your outcome here. Outcome. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles and Six of Wands. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Oh my goodness. Okay, you got the Two of Swords here along with the Queen of Cups. I love it. I love it for you because we do see that page over here, and this is like baby steps. Remember, this spread has to do with steps going up. You start at the bottom and you climb. It's a lot of work to get up these steps sometimes, but you did it. And because you started, it looks like now you've matured into someone who knows how to love. You may not have had clarity on how to get there. Again, there's this blind energy here. Blind. But the funny thing is, with this here, you were blinded because someone else was giving you direction. Someone else was showing you the way. And you were allowing them to do it because you felt like, oh yeah, this is supposed to be it. But here, once you left and went on your own, it's like I may not have all the sight in the world. It's like stepping out on faith. I may not have clarity on how to really get there or where to grow this pentacle, which I often look at as being a seed. I don't know where the land is for me to put that seed in the ground and flourish. But I know who I am now, and I know my heart. I know that I'm worthy of love. I know that there is love available for me on the other side. So even with this confusion, you may be confused. Like we said, even down here, I don't know how to get out. But the baby step of deciding to and making that intention and praying. You can sit, get on your knees, whatever, and pray to Source. Send me clarity, or, help me find the path to get me into a happier, healthier, more emotionally stable environment. Help me to align with the path that's for me and the safety of my family, my children, whatever it is for you, have that conversation, and I bet you, you'll get the answers. They'll come out to you, okay? Give me a minute. I'm going to sit with here because I feel like there's something else coming up. Within the relationship, I believe somebody has outgrown somebody else. Within the relationship, somebody feels stuck, stable. They don't want to improve. They don't want to change, and the other person wants to. Again, that feels like the feminine energy that's trying to fly, spread her wings, and go somewhere. Trust her intuition. I don't get the energy of like the masculine that's cheating or disloyal, but I do get a sense of she is made for something more. Her lifetime, this time, the feminine energy is she came here to do something more. And I don't believe that this masculine energy is supposed to be with her all the way through. But again, if there is some, so we got the Five of Cups at half of the deck. And the Page of Wands, again, there's this energy of going my own way, separating, moving forward. This is the bottom of the deck. I always say that's the cover page, or the first page to the next chapter of your life. So Ace of Wands is right after that. I tell you, it's like once I decided, once I made that step, there's inspired action. There's this new beautiful beginning, and I didn't even know it was there. I didn't know it was there. I was confined all this time. I was limited. I was attached to this other person. Like, I love you. We had good times. We grew up together possibly, but my gosh, there's more out there, So, yeah, there's definitely an energy here of relationships and needing to advance, needing to go further and go into your truth. So I'm going to get your tea leaves and see what else is coming out for you to encourage you and inspire you for whenever you come across this reading. All right, can we get 5 tea leaves, please? 5 tea leaves. First one out here is Goldfish. Increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. Definitely feels like a spiritual growth, and it could be material as well, because again, that's root chakra energy. 5 is the number of change, and with the 5 of Pentacles here and feeling like I don't have, once you start listening to certain music that improves your security, your root chakra, that strengthens that, get into meditation, you may end up coming across things that can help increase your money. There are probably side gigs you can do at home. You can do just about anything online now, so it should be easy to keep a secret. It's not like back in the day, back when I was growing up, when things came in the mail and you had to run and get the mail out the mailbox, or really see the mail person come by and run out there and get the mail from them so no one else got it. You can keep secrets a little bit easier now through technology. So increase in material wealth and spiritual growth seems to be very good for you. Let's see here. Another card, please. Another card. And for those of you that don't know, tea leaves are in a bag here, and I'm just flipping around. Whatever pops in my hand is what I grab. We have Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Again, there's a very sly, sneaky energy here. I told you there's a lot of darkness, so there's some moves that you need to make in secret. You may have been used to seeking approval and talking to someone all the time. You can't do that with this energy, because whatever you're moving towards is for you and your benefit. Here's my cards, please. Having a challenge over here getting these cards for you, but they're coming. One more card, please. One more card out here. Third card. Okay, here we go. We have Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. I'm telling you, everything's hitting. You also have November. Wow. So you have an actual month coming out here. This could be significant in a number of ways. It could be your birthday. It could be when you actually make some moves. It could be your partner's birthday. But also with the 211s, think 1-1 energy, duality. Number two, you have a lot of 2 energy here, even with the 6 of Cups and the 2 people on it. Even the Lovers, there's this energy of duality, even Temperance. You kind of have this energy of coming in alignment with your higher self. You know, 2s, duality, love, 2. Number 2 has to do with love. So November is coming out for you. Can I get one more card, please, sir?
Yeah.
One more card. Oh, you got 2. Okay. First one here is bell, a sound announcement. And then you have reconciliation. Reconciliation. So even when judgment came out, that gives an energy of forgiveness. Whether you're forgiving yourself or forgiving someone who taught you something, you cannot fault them for living and operating in fear. Because even when you're meeting someone, everything that you do, every encounter that you make is a gift in a sense. You're learning something, you're giving something. Everything is a gift. So operate from your higher knowing and understanding. Love, forgive. You might be able to connect relationships again, but that doesn't mean that you have to tell them everything that you're doing again. Okay? So, once again, may the force be with you. And don't forget, in everything that you do, always be grateful.